This town was once a thriving town, but now it is a ghost town that may be haunted. War. Hi, I'm Steffany, and I'm a psychic medium, and I talk about the paranormal and strange. Is Mentryville really haunted? I have a couple of people that are going to be going on this journey with me. The historian, Evan, Pythian Priestess, also known as Ashley, and Grace from Gracie TV. Before we begin the evidence-based stuff, let's talk about what Mentryville is. So, Mentryville is a historic oil town located in Santa Clarita, California. Its history dates back to the late 19th century when oil was discovered in the area. There was an oil discovery in 1876 that was discovered in Pico Canyon by Charles Alexander Mentry, a French immigrant. This discovery marked the beginning of the oil boom in the region. The town included facilities such as a school, post office, and homes for workers, a bunker house, and many other amenities. By the mid-20th century, the oil reserves in Pico Canyon began to decline, leading to the gradual abandonment of Mentryville. The Standard Oil Company ceased operations in the area, and most of the residents moved away. In the 1960s, efforts were made to preserve Mentryville as a historic site. The state of California designated it as California Historical Landmark in 1966, and today Mentryville is part of Santa Clarita Woodlands Park and is open to visitors interested in exploring its history. All right, so now that we got a glimpse of the history of this place, let's talk about the schoolhouse. So allegedly the schoolhouse, there was a man that was on a ladder trying to install the flag, fell off to his demise. What's really interesting is about a year ago, I had gone to Parapod and I had felt some sensations in the schoolhouse. Now there's so many people there that I didn't know exactly what the energy was, but I knew that it wasn't children in the schoolhouse and it felt very different. So of course I was so excited that the historian confirmed some of the things that I felt. Now there's other weird things that happened in the schoolhouse, so I'm about to show you this stuff, but this is going to be a very important part because later on we're going to dissect somebody who got an injury that was with us on our investigation.
So that cylinder thing is where the original flagpole was that Mr. Pilcher was killed.
Wait, where?
See that cylinder thing right here next to the flagpole? So there was a wood post that was the original wooden flagpole. Courtroom and the teacher's lab. Oh, you're telling me. So this is 13 kids were taught in this room.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Oh, there was one time. So that night, I was saying that night, we thought a car was coming up because we saw the headlights and everything. And my friend was telling me it was coming up the road right here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 2 locked gates.
Yeah.
So that we've always had, there's reports of weird lights, phantom.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We've heard somebody in boots. And I mean, well, remember, we are 2 miles away from any housing tract, any civilization, and it's at nighttime. And most people that live here are afraid to come up here. We had somebody in total cowboy boots go up the 2 steps, and then
But you didn't see anybody?
No, we were in here, but you could hear the clinking of the spurs. And I darted eyes and who is there? Not a soul. We had one time, we were standing on the road, my friend and I, and about 50 yards up the road, you could see somebody, it was a light. You didn't see anything else, but it looked like a kerosene lantern swinging back and forth.
Oh, interesting.
So we've had those kind of experiences. It's very active here.
Yeah.
When they want to be active.
Yeah.
That corner is really active. We had the flashlight, the flashlight experiment.
So let me put this one over here. It's on. You know it's on.
What is that teddy for?
So this stuffed bear, so this guy and the Raggedy Ann over there, they're Red Hots, but they're disguised as stuffed animals.
So if any spirit gets near, it'll start lighting up and making those sounds.
Got it. Yeah, so it's like, because there's the normal REM pods, but
Like right now, it's just.
Which, I'll tell you, this building, if anything like electromagnetic happens, there's no explanation because this building has no electricity.
that's the nice part too, with like not having reception out here and stuff like that. Which when I got here, I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, there in this building there is absolutely no electricity. You will not see an outlet here.
So after Evan explained the weird phenomenon that happened while he was there in the schoolhouse, we decided to set up. So I brought the equipment, I brought the noise canceling headphones. So these are Vic's Firth. I'm gonna put like links if you guys are curious down below. And then I also brought a Spirit Box. So basically what this does is you plug in the headphones to the Spirit Box and it basically channels through the radio really fast. And you're supposed to be able to hear what is being said. Now, the trick to this is that the person who is not wearing the headset or the blindfold, they're asking questions, as you will see. Stand a little bit further away so that way.
Watch out! Oh no!
What happened? What happened?
She fell backwards on the stove.
Oh,
She's okay.
God.
He's going, what's going on? Okay. All right, awesome. We'll just give it a second. All right. Hi, thanks for having us in your school. Is there anyone here that would like to talk to us? My name is Steffany. We have Gracie, right? Gracie or Grace? Grace. And Ashley. And Evan, you know Evan. But we're here to talk to you, and we just want to see if there's anyone here that would like to talk to us and share your story. I remember when we were at the Wish House and we would talk about like food.
Oh, let's talk about food. Do you like candy?
Yeah, I love candy. I mean, yeah. Even just like when we're having fun and having conversations, like they can definitely, yeah.
How old are you?
It said being killed.
Okay. Being killed. Did you die? Did someone kill you? We're sorry that you're saying that. That's too bad. All right, can we talk to some children? Are there any kids that would like to talk to us? I'm not a teacher.
The thing behind you just lit up is yellow.
Oh no. Maybe I should do that too. Like I shouldn't be like watching these.
Yeah, that lit up.
So on camera, you couldn't see it, of course, unfortunately, but I had a K2 meter in the bottom corner, and what this does is it lights up whenever it picks up any electricity. So the house doesn't have, now the school does not have electricity. So that's what made it really eerie as we were asking questions, and that's going to be very normal during these investigations, is that sometimes spirits can talk to you or let you know that they're there through either this or the Spirit Box. But yeah, pay attention what happens with the K2 meter, guys. Well, there's someone back here. Can you let maybe the K2 meter go up? If you're here, can you make it go up again? Can you change the color to yellow or red for us? Thank you for giving us that blink. Are you guys shy? No, I didn't see a blink.
No.
So here's the thing. I know sometimes you guys have a hard time communicating through equipment, but you can touch any of the equipment. We have the Raggedy Ann doll that you can play with. We have the stuffed bear in the corner that you can play with. You're more than welcome to touch those things. You can also touch the K2 meter. It's this little device that blinks when you touch it. You can also talk to it. Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah, we see you.
we see you. Thank you. That was really nice. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going into that red zone.
All right, so that was pretty interesting, right? Okay, well then this happened where Grace was pointing the camera at me and we were getting ready to transition Evan to Grace doing the Estes method or being sensory deprived for the Estes method. And this is what happened.
Gracie?
My name's Grace, yeah. I said my name's Grace, or Gracie.
Okay, Grace. Yeah, that was.
Oh, I've got my name said to me 100 times.
Usually, it's usually the person that's the least familiar with paranormal stuff. I've noticed, at least like when I've done these things, they'll call out to somebody that, you know, wanted to experience something. I've noticed.
So they know it. They feel my energy. Like,
Yeah.
So after the Estes method session with Grace, we decided to head over to the Pico house, and Evan explains the history, so just listen closely because it's going to be really relevant as we do the investigation in this particular house.
The first occupants of the house was the Mentry family, so the namesake of Mentryville. Charles Alexander Mentry was really an interesting kind of guy. He was the one that struck oil up here back in 1876 and kind of started the whole, town and everything. And so basically after that, it was the superintendent's house. So basically the big boss lived in this house with his family. And it is neat. It's 13 rooms. The only time it's ever been electrified was in 1964. So it was the room up here that people get the...
Yes, it's this one.
Uh-huh.
This is where I had it.
Yep,
This is it.
it's
I was
that
like, I
room.
hate this room.
There was one time I actually saw a shadow person dart out of there.
Oh, wow.
And my friend and I both saw it, and he got freaked out. And so, yeah, no, there's definitely something up
Yeah, I
there.
did. That's where he called me a wench, was this room. And I have proof because I'm about to play and show you the clip from the year before when this happened. Please don't fall. Or fall. Stream, yes. See, it's confirmed the stream. I'm not a wench. You don't know what talking about me. And like to prove it too, like one of the guys called me a wench. Yeah, wench and anger. War. Yeah, there was a lot of anger. Yeah, this is where I came in, and like it was in this area that I was like, okay, I don't like the energy. Like I knew I stepped in here, I'm like, oh, the energy. And then like this area too, like I felt like there was something in here, or just felt very heavy. But I think we're also like directly, almost kind of like directly above the other room.
The room's in the front. So the room
Yes.
that this would have been the dining room.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to come in here.
This room, people say this is the most active room on the first floor.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you go upstairs, so this is the room that people say they get a bad feeling.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I did go in here and I didn't like it. I remember now. I have to ask Carl, but I'm pretty sure this was the room.
Yeah.
So we went to the other one. You have to ask Carl for that because if I remember correctly, all I know is that this side in general I just did not.
Yeah.
I did not like, and the man does not like women.
I think that man might have been John Blaney. I'm almost certain.
Okay. Is that black mold? Or what is that?
No, that's Hollywood.
Okay.
Hollywood did that years ago.
I was like, what?
Hollywood shot here?
Oh, they've been doing movies here since the silent film days.
Oh, that's so neat. Okay, what's really important about this scene is that the year before, when I had first walked into, my husband and I had walked into the kitchen, the polterscript, which generates words based on the energy in that space, and also allegedly spirits can communicate with that device. We saw the word prop and then revolver. Now, at the time, I thought that maybe someone got shot, which I guess still makes sense because they use props to shoot, but I felt like a pain on the side of my head, which I know sometimes props can be painful. I don't know, but that's so interesting, and this is exactly why it's so important to have historians with you when you do paranormal investigations. Anyway, let's go back to what we got.
It's saved in a lot of ways, but it looks like it ended up in a much uglier place than that, with the outcome being the Five of Swords.
Trouble. Well, we promise we're not doing trouble.
Oh.
Affair, yeah, like last
Yep, I thought
like last time.
That's what I was feeling from that room in particular, was that there was some kind of infidelity happening.
Can you dive further to the fuckboy energy?
Yeah, we can
And
find
then I guess we can lead that with the Estes method afterwards.
Yep, so let's see, who?
So you got some similar stuff like I did too.
And I'm about to show you the footage from the year before, because it's freaking crazy. It's freaking crazy.
Obstacles and challenges.
Obstacles, Kayla.
So it's the sacred chakra. So she definitely wasn't like rooted. So it's like your foundation, your root. She wasn't really like a stable rooted person. And as a matter of fact, I felt like she had to live her whole life, and she kind of gave up her youth and adolescence. Like I feel like that's the sacrifice, and it was definitely a sacrifice. And she was kind of caught in the middle. And then even like this card is a past card. Yeah, she was trapped. She lived her life in fear. So I think like the guy was overpowering her, like she was forced in like a marriage or relationship she didn't want to be in.
This is not fun. You ever heard how people try to like save their marriage with a baby? Yeah, that's the energy that we're getting here. So new life, new beginnings, preparations, pregnant mother, little king energy. So that was like the outcome, like people involved, or a man who wants to have more. It's this feeling of I need to have more material, I need to embrace more. We see bad luck here again. So whoever this person was, just the marriage had a lot of bad luck already in it.
And then I think memories, upside down memories of love. So there was like just not many memories of love, like very little. Like it's almost like she tried to love him in the past. And then up until her recent life, she still had to deal with a lot of obstacles and challenges with this man, because like she was trying to like really love him and like have him notice her.
Any advice for us? Anything you want to say?
You just what?
Find it hard
What do you find hard?
to not fear.
Why? Is it because of your husband?
My love.
Do you
I
love
want
your...
you to listen.
Oh, you're trying to talk to your husband. He's not listening, huh?
I want to be retired.
You want him to stop? Why won't he stop?
Stand up.
Well, you're telling the husband to stand up.
Don't call me a bitch.
She's replaying their argument.
I'm up every...
Like we're hearing a conversation between... between her and the husband.
I'm all alone now, and it worked.
Doesn't
Keep
it
it going.
sound like that? Like they're having an argument? Yeah, it sounds like an argument. Okay, this is exactly why I love comparing results with two psychic readers, myself and Pythian Priestess, especially doing tarot. The cards never lie. And of course, the Estes method added another layer to it. But now we're going to transition to the downstairs of the house, where the fireplace is at, and see what kind of activity was happening there. Now, if you made it this far, please make sure that you share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and keep the conversation going in the comments.
Hi, is there anyone there?
The life. I almost had her. Right now. Fuck him. Not in the best.
No, thank you for
Stop
sharing.
messaging him. Bitch.
Damn. Is that John Williams? Where that's coming across?
What's the reason? Let me know.
Okay, it's really interesting that I swore. Anytime anyone swears when they're being sensory deprived doing the Estes method, it's weird to me because normally on a radio, swearing is not a common thing. It's actually really rare when on radio hosts swear. It's just, to me, I don't hear it as often. So when that happens, to me, it's a testament that there is something going on. But also, like Evan brings up this tragic event that happened where this girl named Connie Marshall went missing. Pay attention to what he says. I'm going to also provide the screenshot of the newspaper clipping.
Is Connie Marsh here?
But, hey,
I forgot to mention her.
let go.
Connie Marsh, who I tried to call. She was a Howard student.
Stop slowing.
Howard's down the road. And she was painting
At the church.
down at the
He
Star
left.
Canyon, 1974. And Mrs. Lagasse was taking her daughter.
I was
to school
one.
and saw her painting.
And I can't stand.
And then she came back from dropping her daughter off at school, and her purse was all over the place. The car
Nothing.
she was gone. And they found her in a nearby
And
canyon
better.
a few months later. And so everybody says that it's still a cold case to this day. And they were interviewing her roommates, and they said there was a guy, and they said they don't look like Ted Bundy.
Horde.
That used to hang out.
The white wall.
Yeah, that's another big story here. Connie Marsh she was paid.
Let go.
Disappeared.
I don't know about this, but it sounded like I was replaying a struggle of the poor victim while he was explaining what happened to Connie. Like, that gave me chills. But then also, you guys remember when he mentioned Johnny? This is what happened. Just watch. You're foreign. Disrespect.
I felt something.
We're being disrespectful. We don't mean you any disrespect.
We just want to know that you're here.
Best sir. Come on, Johnny. Lunatic. Newhall.
What did he say? What was it? Newhall? What room are we in?
He's gonna likely anchor. He likes candy.
So, yeah.
I was gonna say at first I think we were communicating with a male and a female,
Yeah.
and it might have been Mr. Blaney, because it got very violent for a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then you said something. What did she say? Johnny.
Johnny Newhall.
That did stick out to me. Like Johnny, because you were saying Johnny, and then Newhall makes sense. Cause
Yeah, we're in the Newhall district.
All right, so before we wrap up, I do want to get a couple of... No. Okay. All right, so before we wrap up, you guys, I wanted to talk about a souvenir that Grace had on her body the following day after we had done this investigation. Now, Grace had talked about on her YouTube video that she had a bruise. Now, do we know where she got it? No, but do we have some theories? Yes. Now, we did a live stream a couple of weeks ago over on the Snarled page, and Grace talked about that as she talked about her theory about maybe the spirit thought she was really attractive and touched her, and it created a bruise. Now, that is a great theory. I like that theory. It's a lot more positive than what I was thinking. Why? Because part of me feels like that foreign, I'm wondering what that was about when she was not under the Estes method and then getting that bruise. That's my one thing that I'm like, okay, I could see it from Ashley's perspective, Pythian Priestess perspective, but what about the other way too? Because that could be a possibility as well. She, in the beginning, when we were in the schoolyard, she tripped. Maybe some people are thinking that that could have been the possibility as to why she got the bruise. She explained in the live stream that nothing had hit her hip area. When she tripped, it was her foot. There are very distinctive parts of the body and different parts of the body that you would know distinctively where you're getting hit. Now, she's definitely open to the idea that perhaps somewhere along the way she might have hit her hip, but she doesn't quite recall that. So all of this to say is that there is something there with that. There is an interesting coincidence with that. I don't know. I mean, she's been fine since after that investigation, and I don't want to scare people off from that, but it is very interesting how that happened. What do you think? You can definitely let me know. But the other thing I wanted to address, do I think this place is haunted? Absolutely. Comparing my footage from last year to this year, it just gives it that much more gravity to the energies that are there. However, what I didn't know was the case of Connie Marshall, which is very, very tragic, and which is another reason, like, when we were upstairs and downstairs of the main house, the arguing, the aggression. And so that lets me know as well, like, something there didn't like women. Anyway, so I'm gonna end the video here, but I hope you liked it, and if you did, let me know what your thoughts are. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.